And there's going to be a whistle of the foul on the floor. Ashley Larson was tripped up out of Miles City. She went to Casper College out of Miles City. Casper College out of Casper, Wyoming, and then brought it up here, or I should say, and then took it over to Dickinson State. She will inbound after the first personal foul here in the first quarter against Kennedy Cartwright. Ball comes out front court to Dosh. Dosh breaks toward the hoop, off the glass, count it, she'll be shooting for three. Dakota Dosh out of cut bank, possibly a three-point play to give the Lady Blue Jays their first lead of the ball game, as they were down 4-0, and now all of a sudden it's knotted for the first time here today at 4 apiece. Dickinson State, incidentally, losing 4 in a row, which we'll get to here in a moment. Their first loss was against Jamestown, a 79-76 three-point setback. And the shot good that time by Dosh. Lady Blue Jays with a 1-point lead. Lady Argos with the ball. Providence with it. Randich. Left side wing now over to Bailey. She goes to Kennedy. Top side to Bailey, and it's stolen away by Dosh. Dosh comes up, posts up high, and she's got 2 out of 3 steals so far when they try to go to Bailey. And we've got a whistle of traveling on Dosh. Second loss of the season win against MSU Northern, an 82-45 wallop. Then the Lady Blue Jays lost to Minot State 84-43, twice an 82-56. Their recent loss was against University of Mary 78-52, thus the 2-5 record. Bailey alley-oops into Parker Esray. Esray off the give and go down to the baseline. She'll be at the free throw line shooting a couple. 7:21 on the clock here in the first quarter. It's a 5-4 Dickinson State lead here in the first of 2 non-conference ball games for both ball clubs. Not only today but also tomorrow, both playing at noon, where Dickinson State will play at 2 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. University of Providence remains at high noon. Shot did not fall in by Parker Esray. She's 0 for 1. It's a 2-shot foul off the first personal foul against Ashley Watts on the Dickinson State side. Providence at the free throw line, and it's Parker Esray. Esray shooting about 50-50 in their last 2 ball games here at home. She got 1 of 2, and we're knotted at 5 apiece. Feed to Wallace at the free throw line. She finds Clark breaking loose on the give and go. Can't get it, too short. Here comes UP. Providence with the ball. Maldonado gets the outlet pass. Swings it to Randich, inside the lane to Esray. Now kicks it to Kennedy deep in the corner, but she's not left alone enough for a three-pointer. But Randich is three-pointer, bingo! Jenna Randich, 5. She leads all players, and the Lady Argos are back up by 3, 8-5. There's Dosh with the ball for Dickinson State. As she goes to the free throw line, Wallace. Wallace turnaround, won't take the shot, has Esray right in her face. Shot clock down to 14. Dickinson State with the ball, driving toward the hoop. Larson, pull up jumper at the free throw line. Pow! Cuts it to 1. Lady Argos up now, 8-7. Maldonado dribbles it off the screen. Fighting through the screen that time was Dakota Dosh for Dickinson State. She might pick up the whistle at a foul, or it could be on Danielle Wallace. Nope, they're going to say Sydney Clark, who tried to make her way baseline to beat Maldonado. And she'll pick up a personal number 1 as Esray will come out. Now making a first appearance is Molly Schmidt. She's in the ball game. Schmidt's in. The 5'11 sophomore out of Great Falls High, just a couple of blocks away here from the McLaughlin Center. Hometown girl. Feed to Randich, got 5, and she tried to go baseline, and she dribbled it off her left hip. So that's a rare turnover, fundamental-wise, baseline dribbling there by Randich for UP. So now Dickinson State, as the crowd has really filled in nicely. There were 3 people here just 5 minutes before pregame show, before we went on the air in the broadcast booth. And now it's filled up really nice to where it's probably a quarter full. Schmitz with a defensive board off the miss that time by Clark. Maldonado gets the feed outlet pass. She'll take it across the 10-second line. Now feed to Bailey. She's inside the lane. Off the glass, won't go. Nice defensive move that time by Wallace. And here comes Clark now for the Lady Blue Jays. We're down by 1-8-7. Nice spin move, baseline, turnaround, pops it there. No. Watts comes up a little bit short. Down court, Maldonado has it stripped out of her hands by Clark. Clark takes Randich to the hoop and up and in. Clark, Sydney Clark picks up her first field goal and gives the Lady Blue Jays their second lead up by 1-9-8. We've had 3 lead changes so far. Dickinson State back up on top. Nice little floater in the lane by Kennedy Cartwright. The sophomore out of Pasco, Washington scores her first field goal, and once again, our 4th league change. Lady Argos lead this one 10-9. Clark on dribble for Dickinson State. Step back on the 3. Can't find herself loose, so she'll hand off to Dosh. Dosh breaks toward the hoop, goes right past Randich, but Randich got a nice little block, and Schmitz comes up the defensive miss. Down court, back to Randich. One hands it into Bailey. Bailey off the glass and in. 3 people touched it just one-handedly on that 2-point score. Lady Argos up by 3, 12-9. Dickinson State trying to slow things down as they feed it inside the lane to Watts. Watts breaks toward the hoop. Up off the glass is Wallace, and Wallace almost had a chance to tie this one up. The 6-foot sophomore out of Havre might be at the free throw line, but that's when we come back. We've got a timeout on the floor, so let's take the break. Up at the belt, Valley Bank scoreboard with 4:30 remaining in the first. It's the Lady Argos 12, the Lady Blue Hawks 9, back in 60 after this timeout.
Want to make your home a more comfortable place, but don't think you can afford a top brand heating and cooling system? Well, Carrier has the right solutions for every budget. When you turn to your Carrier expert, they'll show you our full lineup of best-in-class home comfort systems and help you pick the one that best fits into your home budget. Because in this economy, who couldn't use a little more comfort? Carrier. Turn to the experts.
For over 30 years of commitment to Carrier, contact A.T. Clemens for a free estimate. 452-9541.
You've been working all day and you're meeting new friends. Take it to the max.
The Max Sports Bar and Casino is the place to be for happy hour from 4 to 7 every night of the week. 4 to 7? Now that's a happy hour you can take advantage of with multiple drink and appetizer specials. Or test your luck on any of their gaming machines. Enjoy happy hour from 4 to 7 or watch your favorite sporting event. All this and more at the home of the 45-cent wings, only at the Max Sports Bar and Casino inside the Heritage Inn.
Take it to the max.
Welcome back, everyone, as we come back live here at the McLaughlin Center on the campus of the University of Providence. It's Friday afternoon fun here on 102.7 KINX, Fairfield, Great Falls. Troy Mellinger will give you this call later on tonight. Glenn Lambert will have the call of the University of Providence men as they face Dickinson State. Tip-off at 6 p.m. right here on 102.7 as well. Free throw line for Dickinson State as we come out of the timeout, Danielle Wallace. She'll be shooting 2. Off the first personal foul of Molly Schmitz. She picks up whistle number 1, team foul number 3 in this quarter. 4 10s versus 2 20s. The ladies versus the men. Free throw line, and this time Wallace finds the bottom of the net. She gets 1 of 2, cuts it to 2, 12 to 10. Lady Argos will inbound it, backcourt Bailey. No pressure as and that's again Bailey Cartwright. Out there on the floor, she gives off to Maldonado. Now to Schmitz, left side wing to Pemberton. Pemberton is a 5'5" junior out of Belt, and she'll give to Schmitz, who penetrates in for the 2. Nice dribble and drive that time at a bank shot by the sophomore. Down court, here comes Peterson. Lindsey Peterson to the ball game for the first time now for Dickinson State. As she goes top side around the shoehorn. Feeds it left to Clark. Clark has played all minutes so far. Now she'll find Peterson open for the 3-pointer, but no, won't go. Fight for it underneath. And they're going to say it touched the top of the backboard. So a turnover now against the Lady Blue Jays. Just under 4 left to play here in the first quarter as Bailey Cartwright gets her first Gatorade break. Back in the ballgame, Parker Esri now for the Lady Argos. Hand off to the freshman, or check that, that's Reed Hazard. Reed Hazard gets a give and go, back to Schmitz, around the horseshoe to the right side, Pemberton. Down to Maldonado, she's open for a 3-pointer, bingo! Maldonado cracks the whip, knocks down the first tray of the day. The Argos lead it by 7, 17-10, as they feed right side now to Sheridan. Shelly Sheridan. 5'5" junior out of Faith, South Dakota. And she loses it out of bounds as she's trying to go baseline to Pop. Wait a minute, she was trying to go baseline to Kylie Verplogen. I was worried, sweating it if I was going to have to announce that name. Kylie Verplogen, a 6-footer out of Havre, Montana, just a sophomore. And she's the one that was trying to get fed down low as Ezray penetrates baseline and gets it. Parker Ezray has given the Lady Argos a 9-point lead, up 19-10. Here comes Dickinson State Mackenzie Reed, 5'5" junior out of Farson, Wyoming, with a three-pointer on the way. It won't fall. Hazard comes up with a DB, no outlet pass, keeps it for Providence, across the 10-second line. Still on dribble. Now she goes low to Parker. Ezray, turnaround, jump shot, the fadeaway doesn't fall. Rebound Dickinson State. Each team getting one shot, and then the defensive boards come into hand. Breaking toward the hoop, Sheridan puts it off the glass, not there. Fights for her own rebound. It's on the floor, but it's picked up by Hazard. She's got a 2-on-3. Down court, Pipperton. Lady Argos to Schmitz, underneath the glass and in. Lady Argos open up their biggest lead, up by double figures now, 11, 21-10. Dickinson State with it with 2:09 remaining here in the first quarter. Lady Blue Jays are being outgunned 7-1. Around the shoehorn to the right side, and it's Sheridan. Shot clock down to 10. Dickinson State with the ball. Sheridan penetrates, cut off. They're going to whistle it a foul on the hand check. As the Lady Argos will substitute two. Same will Dickinson State. 1:55 remaining here in the first. That's the fourth team foul against the Lady Argos, and it's number 1 on the double deuce. Reed Hazard. Dickinson State baseline, slap of the ball, inbound Peterson. Kick it out in front court, she'll go to Dosh. Dosh, right side wing, feeds to Peterson. Peterson gets her man moving left, takes her right, off the glass and in. Nice little bank. So picking up that one was Peterson with the dribble and drive and a bank shot. Cuts it back to single digits, down by 9, 21-12. Shot clock down to 19 as Kennedy has it rejected with a whistle and a foul. That time Dosh, she got ball, but she had too much bod. It's a 2-shot foul. I believe that's Dakota Dosh's first personal, team foul number 3 against Dickinson State. Free throw line now is Kennedy. Kennedy Cartwright. She'll put it up, she'll put it in. The 5'11" sophomore from Pasco, Washington. 1 for 1 on the free throw line. Her older sister sits on the bench getting a breather. Second one doesn't go. Catches rim, left side wing. It's Mackenzie Reed. Reed now for Dickinson State on dribble. Lady Blue Hawks down by 10, 22-12. Dosh with a spin move. Feeds it baseline, and she's got Wallace open. It says she'll go top side around the shoehorn. She finds Watts. Watts, right wing. Here comes a three-pointer by Dosh. Three-pointer rims out, not there. Fight for it. Watts comes up with another OB. Her second one of the day. As she feeds to Peterson off the glass, it'll bank in. That's Peterson's second bank shot. And we're under a minute left to play here in the first in an 8-point contest. Couple of players getting ready to substitute in now for Dickinson State. Lady Argos have the ball out of the University of Providence. That's Kennedy Cartwright. Kennedy with the ball. On the dribble. Takes it top tight. As she goes, shot clock at 14. Swings it right side now to Hazard. Top to Pipperton. Open momentarily for a 3. She'll kick it left wing now. Here comes Harn, the freshman, for a 3, but it won't fall. Rebound. Peterson down court, 29. Shot clock, just a 2-second difference. Dosh will hold up now. She works for the last second shot for Dickinson State. She'll feed to Peterson on the left wing. Peterson checks out the clock at 14. Now she'll swing it right wing. She'll go to Reed. Reed for Dickinson State. Penetrates in, lays it off for the bank shot. Not there. 5 seconds remain. Down court, Harn. 2 seconds, 1 second. Across the 10-second line. Parker Ezray for a three-pointer. Partially blocked. And at the end of one, 8 points will separate these two teams as we get ready for the second quarter. Up at the belt, Valley Bank scoreboard. Lady Argos 22, Lady Blue Hawks 14. Back in 60 with more right after this 60-second timeout.
When disaster strikes, you want to know there is something to fall back on. Serving you today, there for tomorrow. Cascade Farmers Mutual Insurance, a Grinnell Mutual partner, has been offering home and farm insurance plans for all kinds of disasters since 1913. Get the coverage you need now from the people you know will be there when you need them the most. With local agents all over the state, Cascade Farmers Mutual Insurance should be your first call for proper insurance coverage that you need. Contact them today. Trust in tomorrow. Cascade Farmers Mutual, a Grinnell Mutual partner.
Great Falls College MSU, where it all begins. Do you enjoy working with your hands and seeing a project come together? Trades programs like welding and fabrication and industrial technician give you the hands-on education needed to begin a strong, rewarding career in the trades industry. Your trades career. Great Falls College MSU, where it all begins. To learn more, visit gfcmsu.edu or call 268-3700.
At the end of one, the University of Providence, after leading by as much as 11 at one time, lead it by 8, 22-14. Welcome back. As the possession arrow is in favor of Dickinson State, Lady Blue Jays have yet to come over to get the ball at the midcourt line, as they're still waiting for them to come out, not only of the huddle, but across the court. Now they do, to get things underway. Second 10 minutes of play. Dickinson State the ball, Clark on dribble. Back of the ball game now is Danielle Wallace. She puts up a three-pointer, but it won't fall. Rebound goes to Kennedy. Kennedy over to Maldonado. Lady Argos first possession here in the second quarter, and she'll feed back to Kennedy. UP facing man-to-man defense. A sagging Wallace inside the lane is the only one that hasn't matched up so far for the Lady Blue Jays. Inside to Ezra. Oh, she gets her man on her hip, puts it up off the right side, bank shot, and drops it in. Back up by double figures as quick as that as we open up the second quarter. Providence leading now, Dickinson State 24-14. Pass over right to, it looked like it was intended for Larson, Ashley Larson, but she wasn't available right there at the Providence bench. So a turnover against Dickinson State. Here comes Maldonado now on dribble. She'll clear things out with a 10-point lead for UP. And the ball stolen out in front court by Clark. She's got a breakaway with the speed. Nobody can catch her. And Clark just went coast to coast and cuts it back to 8. 24-16. Argos with it. Lady Argos as they're working around the horse show to Kennedy. Top side to Bailey. The Cartwright sisters out in front. Now to Randich. Randich, incidentally, with 5 points so far. As she goes left, inside now to Ezra. Ezra with a crossover move, and just as the shot clock expired, she drops in a bank shot for her 7th point of the afternoon. That's as using up as much as a 30-second as you possibly can and still scoring 2 points. As Larson gets the feed down low into Wallace with a turnaround fadeaway, it fades out. Rebound Bailey. Outlet pass over to Maldonado. Down court now to Kennedy. Kennedy holds up, waits for the trailers, backs herself out. Now goes top side to Bailey. Swing pass to Randich for a three-pointer. Bingo! Drops down her second three. 8 points so far. And it's the biggest lead thus far by either team as the Lady Argos lead by 13, 29-16. Clark is in the dribble. She's inside the lane with Maldonado. Ball's on the floor. She runs down and gets the loose stuff. Finds a wide open Reed, and Reed's going to drop it in for a deuce. Down court, Lady Argos go to Parker Ezra with a one-handed pass by Maldonado. Nobody picked up Ezra underneath the hoop, and just like that, they've traded buckets. Back up by 13. Lady Argos with the lead, back on D. They've matched up man-to-man. Down front court to Larson. Larson step. Nice little 16-footer, but it rims out no good. Maldonado with the defensive board. She'll clear it out now for the Lady Argos. Gives it to Ezra, who posts up high. She won't take the three-point shot there. Instead, she'll go to Kennedy. She pops, but it won't drop, and here comes Reed now. No outlet pass now for Dickinson State. 6:53 left to play here in the half. Second quarter action goes to Larson. Three-pointer, not there. That was a quick offensive possession that time for Dickinson State as Randich comes down court just to kick it left wing. She cross-courts it to Maldonado for a three-pointer, but it won't fall. And we've got a whistle and a foul on Bailey Cartwright on the hold as she tried to get the steal on the rebound from Reed. So that is the first personal on Bailey, or check that, Parker Ezra. I've got Bailey Cartwright with that foul. And it is her first personal. It's also team foul number 1 here in the second quarter. 6:32 here in the second. Across the 10-second line is Peterson now for Dickinson State, who is down by 13, 31-18, their biggest deficit. As they swing now to Larson. Larson will once again give it up to Sheridan as they go big. Wallace can't get the reverse layup, so she kicks it to Dosh. Dosh takes the three, but it won't fall. One shot on goal, not too many offensive rebounds, only 2 so far here in the first half for Dickinson State. But Dosh with her 4th steal. Dosh for Dickinson State. 4th steal, comes down court, crossover move, still on dribble. Now she'll kick it out front court. Here comes a three-pointer though. It's off the rim by Larson. And again, one shot, that's it. Good blocking out that time by the University of Providence. As they tried to feed to Randich, it's stolen away, picked off by Dosh with her 5th steal. And here come the Lady Blue Jays again. Desiree comes off the bench, ready to come back in. Pemberton ready to make her 2nd appearance as Dosh takes it all the way in. Partially blocked that time by Cartwright. Schmitz picks up the loose stuff and down court to Randich. Back to Bailey. Bailey off the glass on the give and go. That's her 6th point, and all of a sudden a 15-point deficit as Dosh comes down for Dickinson State. Now she'll give it up to Sheridan. Sheridan, as the Lady Blue Jays are fighting to get back into this ballgame from 3-pointers, and they're just not dropping. One-handed to Schmitz, but it's too far underneath. Picking up the loose stuff this time is Peterson. Down court, she'll throw it up, and it's partially blocked. So now let's go the other way. Each team one shot. If it doesn't quite get there, the other team picks up the loose stuff anyway. 4:44 remaining here in the second quarter, first half. Around the shoehorn we go, right side to Maldonado. Now feed to Hazard. Hazard, couple of dribbles. Schmitz wants to penetrate. She'll take it right in, and a whistle and a blocking foul. And Schmitz that time took Dosh to the floor. Stops the clock at the 4:29 mark here in the second quarter, and it's the 2nd personal foul on Dosh, and we've got a timeout on the floor. It's a media timeout. Thank you. 4:29 remaining here in the half, second quarter, up at the Bell Valdebank scoreboard. Lady Argos 33, Lady Blue Hawks 18. Back in 60 with more of the Benefis Health System Game of the Week right after this timeout.
You're busy, and having to make time for a minor illness or injury isn't on your to-do list. With walk-in urgent care services at both Benefis Northwest and Benefis East Campus, we have you covered. For added convenience, we offer online scheduling for our Benefis Northwest location. No more having your entire day derailed by the unexpected. Benefis offers walk-in care on your schedule. Cross that off your list. Visit benefis.org/walk-in for more information.
Think about it. Caesar Saturdays with college football. Champagne Sundays with NFL games. Margarita Mondays with homemade mix. Not your average casino. It's the Cash Out Casino. The one that's well lit, safe, and secure. Don't just go gamble. Go for the experience. Yes! Demand more from your gaming experience. Cash Out Casino, 1308 10th Avenue South.
And right now the Lady Argos have it. They're knocking down the threes, but more importantly, they're getting the inside look, whether it's a transition or a feed down low on the give and go. Yes, welcome back to the McLaughlin Center. Your home for the Lady Argos as they lead the Lady Blue Jays out of Dickinson State 33-15. 4:29 on the clock here in the second quarter. It's the first half action. Molly Schmitz shooting 2 off the first team foul against Dickinson State. And the second personal against Dosh. Schmitz misses the front end, the 5'11" sophomore from right here in the Electric City. She is the hometown gal, and it comes up a little bit short. But the Lady Argos get an offensive rebound by Parker Ezra. She'll put it off the glass and in. Parker Ezra is really hard to defend when it comes to boxing out, whether it's at the free throw line or it's inside the lane on the give and go. There's Verplogen. Verplogen with the ball, top of the key. Verplogen, nobody guarding her. As a matter of fact, Ezra's back down inside the lane. Now she'll kick it over to Peterson, right side baseline. In three-point range. Shot clock down to 7. Shots up off the glass. It's not there. Taken but not making with Sheridan, and here comes UP. Lady Argos with it. Maldonado. Hand off to Hazard. Hazard is the Game clock is at 3:50. Schmitz, left side now to Pemberton. Out of Belt. Top of the key now, Schmitz. She'll penetrate. Looking for some place. She'll feed it over to Maldonado. Now topside Pemberton as they work the arc. Shot clock down to 5 now for the Lady Argos. Pemberton, Schmitz sets up a three-pointer. Partially blocked, and we've got a shot clock violation as Ezra had a chance to put it up, but it was not enough time to do so. Now coming into the ball game for Hazard will be Kennedy Cartwright. And also back into the freshman Harn, Brooklyn Harn out of Olympia, Washington. She'll come in as the Lady Argos lead this one by 13, make that 17. They're up 35-18, and Clark takes it right to the rack, tries to get her own rebound. Rebound goes to Ezra. She'll clear the boards on the DB. Hand off now to Pemberton. Top side to Harn, and we've got a whistle and an injury as Clark, I saw Clark accidentally go up against Parker Ezra for that defensive rebound, and Clark was injured when she came down, and it looks like she rolled her ankle. Head coach, incidentally, Eric Nelson, his first year as well, as the rest of the coaching staff is over there now talking with the trainer to Sydney Clark. So we're going to step away from this one up at the Belt Valley Bank scoreboard. 3:07 remains in the second. Lady Argos 35, Lady Bluehawks 18. We're back in 60 seconds right after this 60-second injury timeout.
So you need a place to stay like home and away. Place where you can just unwind.
When you travel with kids, you need space. You need lots of space. Staybridge Suites has free hot breakfast, free laundry machines, an indoor pool, an outdoor pavilion, and huge 1- and 2-bedroom suites. This is huge, people. Staybridge Suites, hugely different. Visit staybridgesuites.com/GreatBallsMT. Your next room to lots of space.
Staybridge Suites, your home on the road.
A Taco John stuffed grilled taco makes a great stocking stuffer for stocking stuffers. Stuffed with layers on layers of savory stuff, like 100% American beef, nacho, and shredded cheeses. Stuff our hashtag at Stuffed Grilled Taco Stocking Stuffer Stuff. Phew, that's a mouthful. And so's a stuffed grilled taco. Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better.
This holiday season, don't just stuff a stocking, stuff a face while you're at it. Gift cards from Taco John's is the best way to make sure everyone leaves your gift exchange happy. Like food coma happy.
Thank you, Tim. As we come back live here to the McLaughlin Center, Sydney Clark has been helped up off the floor, and she's being escorted and carried basically into the locker room with the trainer taking a look, most likely some x-rays, as it was severe sprain, ankle sprain. Let's hope nothing is broken or torn when it comes to ligaments. And of course, Sydney Clark is the 5'6" senior out of Las Vegas, playing for Dickinson State. Lady Argos have the ball. Harn, the freshman, takes it up. The freshman Phenom can't find the mark. Rebound, another one, offensive rise for Ezra. Parker Ezra, she'll give to Kennedy, topside three-pointer, bingo! Kennedy drains the three, and all of a sudden now it's a 20-point deficit. The Lady Blue Jays, who once led by as much as one twice, are all of a sudden down by 20, 38-18. The shots just aren't dropping. That one taken inside the lane by Verplogen, but no rebound. As Maldonado takes it to the hoop, it won't fall. Verplogen incidentally gets the DB. She outlet pass now to Watts as Dickinson State has it. Lady Blue Jays, a three-pointer, bingo by Peterson. That's the first triple by Dickinson State so far here this afternoon. Cuts it to 17, down 38-21. Lady Argos with the ball. Around the horseshoe we go. Pemberton topside. Now to Ezra at the free throw line. Ezra waiting for someplace to go. Pemberton left wing three-pointer. Bank shot doesn't fall. Rebound, fresh 20 is set as they go down low to Ezra. That time Maldonado found Ezra for her 14th point. Make that her 12th. Via the field goal. She's 1 for 2 at the free throw line, but she has a chance to redeem herself on a three-point play. As Harn will come out, back it is Bailey Cartwright. On the Lady Argos substitution. Shots up, shots in. So Ezra, after missing her first, has connected on 2 free throws, now with 14 total here in the first half. Lady Argos, once again, after that three-point play the old-fashioned way, lead it by 20, 41-21. Shots taken but not making that time. That time, I believe, it was taken by Sheridan. Sheridan for Dickinson State. Couldn't find the mark. Providence with the ball and the 20-point lead. Shot, clock is down to 16 at the 1-2-3 sequence on the game clock. Give to Kennedy, left open with a screen for a three-pointer, bingo! Kennedy with her second three in a row. That stretches the lead to 23. Across the 10-second line, Dickinson State. Nice feed to the left side, but it's stolen away by Kennedy. Kennedy with a one-on-one, and a little hop step's going to cost her the 2 points. That would have given her double figures 11, but instead she'll have to hold at 9 here in the first half. Turnover, traveling against the Lady Argos. So now on dribble, no pressure is Reed. Mackenzie Reed. She'll cross the timeline at the 48-second mark. She'll feed right side as she goes to Reed. Reed looking for someplace. She's got to get rid of it before 5, and she'll do so. She'll go to Sheridan. Shot clock down to 9. Sheridan inside the lane against Pipperton. Takes it off the glass. Bank shot won't fall. Rebound Pipperton. 2-second difference on the shot clock. Game clock reached 25. As they try to feed inside to Parker. Parker and Verplogen. You're talking 6-foot sophomore versus 6'1" junior. And Parker got the better of her that time as the whistle. Thought that was on Verplogen. They're going to say Shelby Wardell. And I don't see Shelby Wardell out there. I'm going to stick with Verplogen. Still a 2-second difference. Winding down the first half is Maldonado on front court. She's standing there dribbling as the clock reads 11. Shot clock now at 5. Maldonado penetrates off the screen, and no, they're going to say a player control foul on the screen. And that one, I believe, was against Bailey. Bailey Cartwright picks up whistle number 2. Team foul number 2, and here comes Molly Schmitz into the ballgame off that second personal foul with 5.8 remaining here in the second quarter. So Schmitz comes in, Cartwright will sit, and inbounding for Dickinson State will be Sheridan against full court pressure with 5.8 remaining. Back now to Sheridan. Across the timeline at 2. Crossover move, puts up a three-pointer off the glass as the backboard lights up. It'll just miss just a bit outside. And it's a 23-point difference as we head to the locker room. We are halfway through this contest in Lawn League action. We're up at the Belt Valley Bank scoreboard. It's the Lady Argos of the University of Providence 44, the Lady Blue Hawks of Dickinson State 21. Back in 3 with your halftime show right after this timeout.
You're busy, and having to make time for a minor illness or injury isn't on your to-do list. With walk-in urgent care services at both Benefice Northwest and Benefice East campus, we have you covered. For added convenience, we offer online scheduling for our Benefice Northwest location. No more having your entire day derailed by the unexpected. Benefice offers walk-in care on your schedule. Cross that off your list. Visit benefice.org/walk-in for more information.
Winter wheat and fall seeding is just around the corner. Hotchkiss Seed has what you need. In search of a sawfly-resistant wheat, they have Loma and Warhorse Seed. If you seek a high-producing fall-seeded forage, they have Willow Crick and Tritkale. Need a Clearfield alternative with a new mode of chemical action? New this year, the Coaxium technology variety, Incline Axe, and many other Clearfields and conventional varieties available. Hotchkiss Seed, your professional seedsmen who know farming.
The Max Sports Bar and Casino is the place to be for happy hour from 4 to 7 every night of the week. 4 to 7? Now that's a happy hour you can take advantage of with multiple drink and appetizer specials, or test your luck on any of their gaming machines. Enjoy happy hour from 4 to 7 or watch your favorite sporting event. All this and more at the home of the 45-cent wings, only at the Max Sports Bar and Casino up inside the Heritage Inn.
Take it to the max.
This is Rocky Erickson with a sports story sponsored by MSU Billings and Universal Athletic.
welder, computer programmer, radio logic technician, firefighter, plant operator. So many career paths await you at City College at MSU Billings. A short-term investment in a certificate or associate degree can lead you to a long-term, well-paying career. Learn more about City College's affordable tuition, small class sizes, hands-on training, and online options. Call 247-3007 or visit msubillings.edu/City College.
This is Rocky Erickson. For Universal Athletics, spring sports have officially started. It's time to get all your spring gear for the season. At Universal, they have track shoes, track apparel, plus baseball and softball bats and gloves. Plus, don't forget about soccer shoes. And most important, layering gear for those chilly spring days. Universal Athletic, your one-stop shop for everything sports. Visit them in store or online at universalathletic.com. Al Otter was a natural discus thrower. At the University of Kansas, he was a two-time NCAA champion. At the '56 Olympics, Al Otter won Olympic gold. 4 years later in Rome, Otter threw the discus 194 feet to win his second gold medal. At the 1964 Olympics in Tokyo, Al Otter won Olympic gold again. And then at the 1968 Olympics, Al Otter made history, becoming the first to win a track event at 4 separate Olympic Games. By the way, at the age of 43, Al Otter was filming a story on his life when he picked up the discus and threw it a personal best, 245 feet, an unofficial world record. This is Rocky Erickson.
Great Falls College MSU, where it all begins. Do you enjoy working with your hands and seeing a project come together? Trades programs like welding and fabrication and industrial technician give you the hands-on education needed to begin a strong, rewarding career in the trades industry. This is your future, your trades career. Great Falls College MSU, where it all begins. To learn more, visit gfcmsu.edu or call 268-3700.
McDonald's in Great Falls has 3 locations to serve you, and now with the newest McDonald's on the west side, it is a perfect location to keep you fed while attending your favorite sporting event. If breakfast is what you want, you can get it anytime, day or night at McDonald's. Looking for a job? Stop at any of the 3 McDonald's locations and check in with starting pay starting at $9.50 per hour. McDonald's in Great Falls, proud supporters of the sporting events, and would like to welcome you into the city as you participate in your sporting endeavors. McDonald's in Great Falls, with 3 locations to serve you. We're loving it!
You've just opened your brand new business. How are you planning to get noticed? Double G Engraving can help. Order a custom designed banner announcing your grand opening. Get eye-catching business cards. Help your new customers remember your business with a koozie, a mug, or even a golf ball with your logo on it. Double G Engraving can do it all. Stop in at 612 2nd Street South to check out all the promotional items Double G Engraving has to offer.
To the McLaughlin Center here on the campus of the University of Providence, hosting of the Lady Argos, taking on Dickinson State. Being joined now by head coach Bill Himmelberg. And coach, you had a pretty decent game up against Corbin and Havre this past weekend.
Yeah, we really made some adjustments after a couple of letdowns. We thought losing's kind of a roadmap to what you need to do to get better, and we followed the roadmap, worked on the things we needed to, and I thought the girls did a good job at executing. So hopefully we'll continue to grow. We fixed some things from the Corbin game this week, so we should see some improvement again, we're hoping.
Yep. Did you focus on a few of those things during practice this week?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We focused on executing a little better, defending a little better, and rebounding offensively and defensively. I think both of those things were kind of key for us this week.
Yeah. Now you're getting into this weekend with a couple of ball games that are obviously non-league. It's kind of a round-robin tournament feeling here at the McLaughlin Center. What do you hope to accomplish getting out of this?
You know, the biggest thing for us is to play with energy and pace and make sure our girls get out there and execute the things we've worked on all week, both offensively and defensively. So we wanted to be able to execute the game plan and do what's asked of them when we make adjustments at halftime. I want to see them come out and execute those adjustments. So that'll be the key for us this weekend. And you know, pretty much we can get on that roadmap, then we'll just continue to get better throughout the whole year.
All right, take on Dickinson State out of Dickinson, North Dakota. Have you heard or seen anything about them?
Yeah, saw film on them. We watched them. They're a talented team. They really like to shoot the 3, so we're going to have to stay up on them. They're really looking to drive in, pitch back, kick 3s. They're a solid team. They're well coached, so we're going to have to make sure we come out and take care of the basketball. And if we do that and get after it with good energy, I think we'll have good success.
All right, let's talk about some of the specifics when it comes to ball players. Maldonado, are you getting the leadership in that point guard position from her so far this year?
Yeah, no question. Emily was player of the week this week. I think she had 17 points last game, 8 assists, 5 of 5 from the three-point line, running our team, executing stuff. So I'm really pleased with how she's playing right now.
All right, Parker Ezra down low. Are you getting the defensive as well as the offensive boards from her?
Yeah, and she's been great on both. Her and Bailey have both been offensive and defensive minded on the boards, kind of sharing the responsibility down there. Plus, I thought Parker did a better job of staying out of foul trouble the last game, and that's just something we worked on all year, so we need to continue to do that.
All right, this is the first of a couple of games this weekend, so we want to wish you the best of luck, Coach.
All right, thank you.
There's a killer in your house.
An escaped murderer?
No.
A deranged psychopath?
No.
You don't mean...
Your windows. Allowing cold air to enter your home and keep... But Anderson Glass will protect you from killer leaks and save you money with energy-efficient insulated windows. Call Anderson Glass today, 453-5755. Take the fear out of your heating budget. Call Anderson Glass.
Think about it. Caesar Saturdays with college football. Champagne Sundays with NFL games. Margarita Mondays with homemade mix. Not your average casino. It's the Cash Out Casino. The one that's well lit, safe, and secure. Don't just go gamble. Go for the experience. Yes! Demand more from your gaming experience. Cash Out Casino. 1308 10th Avenue South.
It's the Benefis Health System halftime show here on 102.7 KINX Fairfield, Great Falls. Troy Mellinger with you here from the McLaughlin Center, the home of the Lady Argos on the campus of the University of Providence. And right now, UP leads this one by 23, 44-21 over Dickinson State. And again, it's ladies first, men's second. The men will play later on tonight at 6 p.m. as we mentioned during that halftime interview with head coach Bill Himmelberg for the Lady Argos. This is a round-robin atmosphere where MSU Northern, the skylights have come down as well. And they, incidentally, in just moments from now, they'll be taking on Northwest University out of Wenatchee from Washington. The only two teams, of course, that will not face each other are the Skylights and the Lady Argos because they're Frontier Conference foes nonetheless. Taking a look at the quarter-by-quarter score, remember it's 4 10s versus 2 20s when it comes to ladies versus men. Lady Argos held on to an 8-point lead at the end of one. Now remember, we were tied at 4 and at 5. The Lady Argos took over for the fourth time as far as a lead change is concerned. And incidentally, since they took that lead, they never relinquished it. Knotted up twice, 4 lead changes, and then all of a sudden the Lady Argos exploded to go up by as much as 23, which they are right now. Lady Argos led by 8, 22-14. Talk about consistency in quarter-by-quarter scoring. Another 22-point quarter in the second quarter for UP as they outscored Dickinson State 22-7. And that's, like I say, extended their lead from 8 to 23. Now, of course, it's 44-21. Being helped out onto the court, down to the bench, and her right ankle is heavily iced up. Taped up, iced up is Sydney Clark. She's the 5'6" senior out of Las Vegas. They, from what we understand, will have x-rays taken immediately following this ball game, as she has it iced up right now and is sitting at the end of the bench near the scorer's table, wanting to be out here to support her Dickinson State teammates. So we want to wish her well, and hopefully it's not career-ending, as it looks like she is through for today, hopefully not for this weekend. Taking a look at individual scoring, first of all, for the Lady Argos, a 14-point first half by Parker Ezra. She is 2 for 3 at the free throw line, but she had 6 deuces, obviously all within 4 feet of the rim. 9 points so far by Kennedy Cartwright. Now she is beyond the arc twice, and she had a 3-point conversion the old-fashioned way, where she's 1 for 1 at the free throw line. Meanwhile, Jenna Randich, couple of threes, a single, 2 for a total of 8. You've got Emily Maldonado, the only field goal is a 3 for a total of 3. Molly Schmitz, couple of putbacks and field goals, 0 for 2 at the free throw line. but she does have, like I say, a couple of field goals for a total of 4. Bailey Cartwright, she scored the first 2 and scored a couple of more field goals, and she's got 6 on the day so far for the Lady Argos. Meanwhile, it's Lindsay Peterson who came in off the bench at the number 7 spot. A couple of field goals, 2 and 1 3 for a total of 7. The supporting cast has Dakota Dosh. Dosh, incidentally, playing with 2 personal fouls. She is 1 for 1 at the free throw line on a 3-point play. She's got a field goal as well for a total of 5. Sydney Clark for a couple of 2s for a total of 4. And then you've got Larson as well as Reed for Dakota State, each with a field goal total of 2. And Danielle Danielle Wallace. She's 1 for 2 at the free throw line, no field goals, but she has 1 single point. That's your individual scoring. And as far as, like I say, foulers are concerned, Dakota Dosh for Dickinson State. Meanwhile, for the University of Providence, Bailey Cartwright, where they each have 2. Speaking of 2, we're going to take a 2-minute break. When we come back, it'll be the start of the second half of the Benefice Health System Game of the Week on this Friday afternoon. Hope you're enjoying some fun. But right now, the Lady Argos lead the Lady Blue Hawks 44-21 here at the McLaughlin Center. We're back after this timeout.
Real pizza starts with real food. Howard's Pizza, high-powered pizza. Tonight everybody's in the mood for Howard's Pizza, high-powered pizza. Dine in, take out, delivery. We do a little more just to make sure your pizza's hot. We bring the whole oven to your door. Real pizza starts with real food. Howard's Pizza, high-powered pizza. We bring the power of Howard's to you. Call Howard's Pizza now.
Want to make your home a more comfortable place, but don't think you can afford a top brand heating and cooling system? Well, Carrier has the right solutions for every budget. When you turn to your Carrier expert, they'll show you our full lineup of best-in-class home comfort systems and help you pick the one that best fits into your home budget. Because in this economy, who couldn't use a little more comfort? Carrier. Turn to the experts.
For over 30 years of commitment to Carrier, contact A.T. Clemens for a free estimate. 452-9541.
You're busy, and having to make time for a minor illness or injury isn't on your to-do list. With walk-in urgent care services at both Benefice Northwest and Benefice East campus, we have you covered. For added convenience, we offer online scheduling for our Benefice Northwest location. No more having your entire day derailed by the unexpected. Benefice offers walk-in care on your schedule. Cross that off your list. Visit benefice.org/walk-in for more information.
It is the Benefice Health System Game of the Week here on 102.7 KINX. It is the only game in town as far as women's basketball. Of course, we've got some men's basketball later on tonight at 6, and then tomorrow, same thing, noon and 6. The only difference is tomorrow, because of the Bobcat Grizz game here on 102.7, the Lady Argos will be heard on News Talk 1450 KQDI. There's the official whistle. We're underway for the second half of play. Third quarter, Maldonado going from left to right on your radio dial, and also, by the way, on the upargos.com website, where you can watch and listen in. And a traveling call against Maldonado will turn things over on the first possession to open up the second half. Third quarter action, and here comes Dickinson State now, their first turn. Point guard duties have been taken over now by Sheridan because of the injured Clark, who remains near the Gatorade jug at the end of the bench. As they feed down low inside to Wallace, she's cut off by Parker Ezra, but she's going to kick it out in front court. Shot clock down to 12. Stepping at the free throw line is Larson. She can't get that one to fall. And here come the Lady Argos after one shot. There was only 2 offensive boards registered in the second quarter alone as they go inside to Parker Ezra. Ezra with her 16th point, and the Lady Argos extend the lead to 25. Up 46-21. Dickinson State still yet to score as they feed now to Watts. Watts for the Lady Blue Jays. Go to Sheridan, top side, Dose for 3-pointer, bingo! That's 8, and that's only the second 3-pointer. You heard head coach Bill Himmelberg of the Lady Argos visit about the 3-point technicians on the Lady Blue Jays side, but UP has really harnessed that and cooled them off. Randage back in the ballgame now with Maldonado. As she breaks toward the hoop, Maldonado's cut off. Can't get the reverse to go. Shot clock down to 8. And now we've got a whistle and a sideline out of bounds turnover. So the Lady Argos will turn it over on a miscue that time by Kennedy. She was not aware of how she had backed up near the sideline and the out of bounds marker. So a turnover. Back in the hands now as both teams have scored here in the second half. Putting the shot up off the glass, rebound, fought for, tipped out, no. Dickinson State with it and a fresh 20. Lady Blue Jays out in front court with Larson. Larson looks inside. Now she goes to Dosh. Dosh, remember, just knocked out a three. She races toward the hoop. She's cut off by Randage, but there's a whistle and a foul. So, that's team foul number 1 here in the third quarter, and it's the first one against Jenna Randage, the 5'7" senior out of Olympia. Shots up by Dosh, and Dosh cannot get it to drop. She'll get one more, as right now it's 46-24 in favor of the Lady Argos. Lady Blue Jays at the free throw line, and Dosh will put it down. 2 for 3 on the day, including a three-point play. It's a 21-point difference. And Bailey Cartwright. Bailey with the ball. Left side to Randage. She'll penetrate. Reverse layup. No. Has been tipped out of bounds. Well, actually, she thought it was tipped as she was trying to go to Kennedy. So that's another turnover for the second time in a row for the Lady Argos with possession. Dickinson State now with it. 7:45 remaining here in the third quarter as they try to get the give and go to Watts. Watts has Bailey on her. She'll try to feed it inside, but it's taken away by Bailey. Or check that, that's Kennedy Cartwright. Kennedy down court, looks off Bailey. Cross court to Maldonado. Tries to sweep in for the dribble drive. No, there's a whistle and a foul on the floor. Stops the clock at 7:29 remaining here in the third. So now Larson, or check that, Sheridan will come out on the point guard position. Inbounding will be Bailey on the far side. That's the first personal foul, incidentally, on Sheridan for Dickinson State. Second team foul. Randage has the ball. Lady Argos. Baseline. Draws a double team. Kicks it out now to Maldonado. She does a nice little hop step, and she's on the floor. They're going to say a timeout is called by head coach Bill Himmelberg before any traveling violation, so let's take the break. Up at the Bounty Bank scoreboard, under 7:20 left to play here in the third. Lady Argos 46, Lady Blue Hawks 28. Back in 60 with more right after this timeout.
McDonald's in Great Falls has 3 locations to serve you, and now with the newest McDonald's on the west side, it is a perfect location to keep you fed while attending your favorite sporting event. If breakfast is what you want, you can get it anytime, day or night at McDonald's. Looking for a job? Stop at any of the 3 McDonald's locations and check in with starting pay starting at $9.50 per hour. McDonald's in Great Falls, proud supporters of the sporting events, and would like to welcome you into the city as you participate in your sporting endeavors. McDonald's in Great Falls with 3 locations to serve you. We're loving it.
Do you have a Class A or Class B CDL license, like to help people, and are looking for a rewarding job with a growing team? Then look no further than the strength and reliability of an Ox. Ox & Son Towing and Recovery is looking for the right CDL towing and transport driver to join their team. Knowledge of the industry is a plus, but is not needed. CDL is a must. They are willing to train the right applicant. Call Ox with Ox & Son Towing at 406-868-4142 for more information.
Welcome back, everyone, to the McLaughlin Center here on the campus of the University of Providence, which incidentally will host the Great Falls High Drama Department at the theater as they perform Clue for the 5th time. Their final one will be tomorrow as well, a 7:30 curtain time. As we get ready for some live action, the Lady Argos calling timeout to save possession will feed to Bailey. Bailey off the glass on the give and go inside line. Picks up her 8th point, first one here in the second half. Lady Argos lead it by 20, 48-28. As Dickinson State had cut it to 18 momentarily. And Dosh with a whistle and a foul by Randage on the reach-in. Just under 7 up to play here in the third, and Randage has just picked up her second personal foul here in the second half. Up off the bench, Pemberton comes in for relief. Pemberton is the junior out of Belt. as a substitution or two for Dickinson State. Back in the ball game now is Peterson. Peterson will come in for Watts. Dickinson State to inbound baseline as they kick it out front court, stolen away by Kennedy. Kennedy coast to coast for the Lady Argos, and it comes off the right side of the rim. Didn't put enough of the arc on it as she crossed court. And here comes Dickinson State as they just dodged a bullet. With the ball on the left wing is Larson. Larson gives to Dosh. Dosh dribbles in, drives, but no. Fights for her own rebound and still no as it comes up on the back of the block shot that time by Ezra. As Pemberton comes out of the pack there with a loose ball, they're going to feed to Parker Ezra, and Parker on the give and go. That's 18 points by Ezra. And she knows her duties, and that's to drive the lane inside and always be prepared to get that off the screen. Feed over right side. Oh, puts up the long three-pointer, this time from the baseline. Jumper in the corner is Reed, but it won't fall. Rebound, Maldonado. Maldonado keeps it herself, no outlets, no need to. She's going to feed into Bailey, and Bailey puts it up off the glass. Rims out to Kennedy. Gets it right back to Bailey, who's double-teamed. We've got a whistle and a foul. As Bailey turned to make the shot on the left side of the bank shot. Right there, I believe, was Peterson to try to get the block. So Peterson picks up number 2 now for Dickinson State, as Ezra will come out with 18 points and the Schmitz will come in relief. A couple of substitutions now for the Lady Blue Jays out of Dickinson State. At the free throw line, shooting 2. First one up, first one in by Bailey Cartwright, the 6'1" senior out of Pasco, Washington. She'll get one more. This one comes up and comes right back at her, but stepping in front of her off the missed shot is Reed. Reed will get that one, take it all the way down court, give up to Peterson, who knocks it down from 10 feet. Nice little mid-range jumper that time by Peterson. Picks up her 9th point and cuts it, incidentally, to 24. Lady Argos leading at 51-27. And we might see Maldonado now at the free throw line off of that dribble and drive that drew a foul. Coming back in is Watts. Exiting will be Larson. Sheridan will stay in for the point guard duties. And Maldonado will be shooting 2 now for the University of Providence. Providence leading it by 25 now, 52-27. As Maldonado, she's only got 4 points so far, but she's the floor general out there. Shots up and the shot's in. So, biggest lead thus far, up 26, 53-27. On the give and go, right side. Looking out for 3 this time is Reed. Oh, and she tries to give and go. Feed down low to Verplogen. Verplogen just off of her fingertips on the give, and the feed down low. It was a good look, but it wasn't the best of finishes. So it'll be Lady Argo basketball, up 53-27. 5:12 remaining here in the third. Maldonado gets right by everybody, goes right in for the left-handed baseline layup. She's got the sequence now. 2 1s, 1 2, and 1 3. Dickinson State down 55-27 around the shoehorn. They feed to Sheridan behind the back dribble. Tries to get herself free. Instead, free for a 3. Bingo is Watts. Ashley Watts' first field goal, and it's a tray. As Bailey Cartwright did not want to come out and post up with her. Trying to answer this one is Karn. Karn, it barely even made the nylon even smidge a little. Barely even moved as Harn hits a 3-pointer. And again, it's once again up by 28, 58-30. Maldonado gets it right back. Here comes Bailey Cartwright for a 3-pointer. It won't fall. Rebound Harn. She'll have it stripped off of her left leg, and it's going to be a turnover on the offensive rebound for the Argos. And we've got a timeout on the floor. It's immediate timeouts. Up at the Bell Valley Bank scoreboard, 4:12 remaining here in the third. Lady Argos 58, Lady Blue Hawks 30. We're back at 60. Don't go away right after this timeout.
You've been working on friends. Take it to the max.
The Max Sports Bar and Casino is the place to be for happy hour from 4 to 7 every night of the week. 4 to 7? Now that's a happy hour you can take advantage of with multiple drink and appetizer specials, or test your luck on any of their gaming machines. Enjoy happy hour from 4 to 7 or watch your favorite sporting event. All this and more at the home of the 45-cent wings, only at the Max Sports Bar and Casino up inside the Heritage Inn.
Take it to the max.
You've just opened your brand new business. How are you planning to get noticed? Double G Engraving can help. Order a custom designed banner announcing your grand opening. Get eye-catching business cards. Help your new customers remember your business with a koozie, a mug, or even a golf ball with your logo on it. Double G Engraving can do it all. Stop in at 612 2nd Street South to check out all the promotional items Double G Engraving has to offer.
4:12 remaining here in the third. We still have one more 10-minute quarter to play. And then it'll be MSU Northern facing Northwest immediately following this matchup on the ladies' side of things. Welcome back to the McLaughlin Center. Again, more and more people beginning. We're just underway with the first game of this round-robin tournament that will finish up tomorrow night at 8. And the Lady Argos lead this one, a commanding 28-point edge, 58-30. As Dickinson State will bring it down court. A give off to Peterson, and Peterson's caught out in front court as UP has matched up man-to-man in a very, very tight defense. On the far side as the shot clock reaches 10, nobody's gotten inside the three-point range as they've all worked the wings, as UP has really cut off the Lady Blue Jays. Now three-pointer off the back of the rim, it won't go, but a rebound by Verplogen, and Verplogen picks up her first A offensive rebound, second B, 2 points. Give to Schmitz, she'll penetrate, nice little hop step. She goes baseline, everybody's reaching in for it. We've got a jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of Dickinson State will turn it over. So that actually will be a turnover against the Lady Argos, as coming into the ball game will be Ellie Teskey. Teskey is a 6-foot junior out of Yakima, Washington. Clock reached 3.5 left to play here in the third. Lady Argos are up by 26, 58-32. Dickinson State, though, with the ball. Peterson holding it out in left field. I should say left court, and she'll throw it away. Sheridan was trying to break free of the defense put on by Pipperton of UP, and in order to do that, she tried to work the back door, and it was thrown out in front court. Lady Argos with the ball. Schmitz has it right side. Now she feeds to Teskey. Teskey at the top. Steps in toward the free throw line. Now to Schmitz for a three-pointer, but it won't fall. Rebound tipped around at Sheridan for Dickinson State. Comes over that Lady Blue Hawks have it. Down 58-32 at the 3-minute mark. Here in the third quarter. And nice cutoff defense that time by Molly Schmitz, as Ashley Watts was trying to break toward the baseline, but Schmitz put on a really good display of defense and cut her off, caused her to travel as she picked up that dribble. Fresh legs coming in now for the Lady Blue Jays of Dickinson State. Out there on the floor now is not only Larson, but also Wallace is back in the ball game, and so is Reed. And we can't forget Natalie Hafer. Hafer's a 5'7" junior out of Rapid City, South Dakota, attended Stevens High School. She's only been averaging about 5 points so far in her college career. And we've got a whistle to foul on the floor by Dosh. Dosh may have picked up number 3. And it is. It's number 3 on Dakota Dosh for Dickinson State. That's team foul number 5. So now we've got a bonus coming in for UP for the remainder of this third quarter. 2:32 on the clock. Lady Argos lead at 58-32. Try to extend. That one is Teskey. This is Ellie Teskey. Teskey drops in the front of 2, and she'll get one more. First one is up, and the first one is in. Once again, the biggest lead up on the board. Lady Argos lead at 60-32 with under 2.5 remaining. Third quarter action. Dosh, who just picked up her third personal foul, remains in the ball game. She's had some shoulder problems recently, and she's taped up there on the left shoulder. And she'll finally hand off, and three-pointer bingo by Hafer. Hafer knocks down the tray, and all of a sudden here comes Hazard on the run on a screen. A screen by Teskey. Teskey gets the rebound off the miss. Goes to Harn for a three-pointer. Back the rim, not in. Rebound goes to Schmitz. Schmitz kicks it out to Pemberton. Pemberton on the right wing will hold up now with a fresh 20 for the Lady Argos. Pemberton, as she hands off, nope, gives to Schmitz. Open for a three-pointer. Comes off a little bit short. Rebound goes to Wallace. Wallace, outlet pass. Down court, she's going to find Larson. Larson all the way in. Hold up on the baseline with a one-hander, but it doesn't find the mark. She'll be at the free throw line shooting a couple. That, I believe, is only the third team foul here in the third quarter against Providence. First personal against Brooklyn Harn, the freshman phenom. Shots up, shots in by Larson. Larson hasn't scored since the first quarter, and right now she's 1 for 1 with a total of 3. Second one doesn't follow suit. Rebound goes to Providence. Lady Argos lead it by 24, 60-36. As Schmitz gets the feed on the left wing, we're down underneath on a minute and a half. Now Teskey at the free throw line. Hey, she's going to find Hazard open for a three-pointer, but no. Dosh gives UP one shot at it. It's a 3-on-1. Bounce pass will go to Larson. Larson up and in. Give the assist to Dosh. And Larson picks up her 5th. That cuts it to 22, 60-38 with 104.9 remaining here in the third quarter. Lady Argos with the ball. Pemberton. Pemberton sets for a screen. Nope, now she'll go right side to Hazard. Hazard, she'll penetrate in. Slices, dices, but she can't get it to roll. She split 2 defenders. Had a really nice look at the bucket, but it just wouldn't fall in for her. As Sheridan will come in, Hafer will come out, and Hafer barely any time but knocked down a nice 3. Fresh off the bench, she's got some spring in her step so she could push that thing about 21.5 feet. Shots up but not in by Hazard. Reed Hazard yet to score today, the 5'10" sophomore out of Portland. And that's Portland, Oregon, not Portland, Maine. Gets the second one to go, 1 for 2 on the day. Makes it again a 23-point lead as it was at halftime. Remember, it was 44-21 at halftime. 42 seconds remain here in the third. Lady Argos up 61-38. Larson sets for a 16-footer. Pow! Got that one to go. 5 points this quarter, 7 on the day. Shot clock, 2-second difference. As Harn steps up, double teamed baseline, stolen away by Dosh. Dosh outruns everybody for a left-handed, but she went left at a right-handed shot, and that just doesn't go. She went on the left side for a layup, and she threw it up right-handed. It came right back at her. We've got a whistle and a foul on the floor. And it's against actually the Lady Argos. Ellie Teskey picks up whistle number 1, team foul number 4. 14 seconds on the clock. She didn't quite step all the way in. And that incidentally was Reed. Reed didn't quite step in for Dickinson State in the turnover against the Lady Blue Jays. 10 seconds on the clock. The shot clock turned off. Hazard crosses 10-second line as she reaches 5. She dribbles inside the lane, kicks it to Teskey, pump fake. Now goes to Harn for a three-pointer. Rims out, not there at the buzzer. So at the end of 3, the Lady Blue Jays have outscored the Lady Argos by 2. We'll talk about that when we come back. Up at the Belt Valley Bank scoreboard, Lady Argos 61, Lady Blue Hawks 40. Back in 60 with more right after this timeout.
So you need a place to stay like home and away. Place where you can just unwind.
It's not about running the rat race. It's about doing things my way. That's why Staybridge Suites works for me. They've got free happy hours, free hot breakfast, and huge suites with kitchens, a pool, and a gym. This is huge, people. Staybridge Suites, hugely different. Visit StaybridgeSuites.com/Great Falls MT and book your next room to suit your needs.
Staybridge Suites, your home on the road.
Winter wheat and fall seeding is just... Seed has what you need. In search of a sawfly-resistant wheat, they have Loma and Warhorse Seed. If you seek a high-producing fall-seeded forage, they have Willow Creek and Tritkale. Need a Clearfield alternative with a new mode of chemical action? New this year, the Coaxium technology variety, Incline Axe, and many other Clearfields and conventional varieties available. Hotchkiss Seed, your professional seedsmen who know farming.
Fourth and final quarter as we come back is just about ready to get underway with the Lady Argos being outscored by Dickinson State. Lady Blue Jays outscored UP 19-17 in that third stanza. University of Providence owns the possession to open up the fourth and final quarter. Final 10 minutes of play today. They'll resume, of course, tomorrow against Northwest University out of Wenatchee, and that'll be at noon as well. We've got a whistle and a foul as Randage tries to penetrate. Races down the right side of the free throw line, and it'll be a whistle and a foul. It's the first one team-wise against Dickinson State here this quarter. And it's number 2 against Sheridan. Inbound goes to Ezra. A number of these players in the ballgame now, I believe it's the starting 5, got a lot of rest. And Randage cracks the whip. Pow! Three-pointer bingo. On the inbounds play that has her designed to go deep in the quarter, and she did just that. As we go top side to Dorsch, she wants to answer, but it's partially blocked. Randage can't run it down. She's got a big grin on her face as she tried to connect on that one. But it's to no avail. Just fell out of her reach. So Dickinson State will maintain possession. As they feed it left side to Sheridan, steps at the free throw line. Pull-up jumper, not there. Rebound Bailey. Remember, both Cartwrights are in, so there's Bailey to Maldonado. She'll go to Kennedy. Kennedy, top side to Bailey. She's left open for a three-pointer, but doesn't make Dickinson State pay. Instead, Dosch will be fouled by Bailey as Bailey tried to run down that loose ball off the missed shot. Team foul number 1 here for both ball clubs in the quarter. Remember, we go to 5 before they're shooting 2. So Dosch will come out. And now back in the ball game, I believe, is Watts. Yes, Watts comes in for Dosch on the Dickinson State side. That's the third person to foul on Bailey Cartwright for UP, by the way. Larson breaks toward the hoop. She's cut off. Now she'll go to Watts. She's holed up on the right wing. Around the shoehorn we go. As Sheridan has it, shot clock down to 10. As Sheridan picks it up, bank shot jumper, no good. Tearing it right out of the sky that time was Bailey. Here comes Bailey down, off to Kennedy. Kennedy looks inside to Ezra. Ezra, nice little bank shot, but no. She can't connect on that. And here comes Watts. Down court, Larson. Three-pointer, bingo! Larson looking at double figures right now with a total of 10. Dickinson State has cut it now to 19, 64-43. Remember, Dickinson State led twice in this ballgame. UP opened up 4-0. And then Dickinson State led 5-4, and they also led 11-10. Three-pointer by Randage, bingo! That's her 4th 3, 2 in each half. 7:50 on the game clock. Lady Argos lead at 67-43. Watts, she's got Cartwright, takes her right to the rack, then backs herself out. Goes topside now to Larson. Larson just nailed a 3. And the ball stolen away by Bailey. Bailey's on a breakaway 1-on-2. She's got the advantage, up and in. Bailey Cartwright, 6 first half points, and she's got 5 second. That's good for 11. Now three-pointer bingo by Larson, her second one here in the fourth quarter, and a quick timeout called by first-year head coach Eric Nelson of Dickinson State. Up at the Bill Valley Bank scoreboard with 7:20 remaining in this one. It's the Lady Argos 69, the Lady Blue Hawks 46. We're back in 60 with more right after this timeout.
All money managers might seem the same, but while some give their clients cookie-cutter portfolios, Fisher Investments tailors portfolios to your goals and needs. Some only call when they have something to sell. Fisher calls regularly, so you stay informed. And while some advisors are happy to earn commissions whether you do well or not, Fisher Investments fees are structured so we do better when you do better. In other words, we're on your side. Maybe that's why most of our clients come from other money managers. So if you're in or nearing retirement, talk with us. and find out why investors are switching to and staying with Fisher Investments. Fisher Investments. Clearly better money management. Investments in securities involve the risk of loss. Visit us at FisherInvestments.com. We can do for you.
Feeding is just around the corner. Hotchkiss Seed has what you need. In search of a sawfly-resistant wheat, they have Loma and Warhorse Seed. If you seek a high-producing fall-seeded forage, they have Willow Creek and Triticale. Need a Clearfield alternative with a new mode of chemical action? New this year, the Coaxium technology variety, Incline Axe, and many other Clearfields and conventional varieties available. Hotchkiss Seed, your professional seedsmen who know farming.
As we come back to live action, Troy Mellinger here on 102.7 KINX Fairfield Great Falls. Lady Argos turned it over on a possession change. As right now, the Lady Argos lead it by 23, 69-46. Just moments ago, Dickinson State had cut it to 19. 7:07 remains as Larson has knocked down a couple of threes here in the fourth quarter to, well, not only cut into that deficit, but give a little bit of spark now on defense as well for Dickinson State. Larson feeding inside to Wallace. Wallace up off the glass, tries to fight for her own rebound, but Pipperton comes out of the pack. Now for Providence. Lady Argos have it. Giving it to Teskey, swinging around the arc now to Hazard as head coach Bill Himmelberg has gone deep into the bench as he goes to Maldonado for a three, but it won't fall. Rebound Wallace, one shot on goal. And Dickinson State with a one-hander down to Peterson. She was open for a moment, but right there getting back was University of Providence. That left Watts open for a three-pointer. Bingo. Cuts it back to 20, 69-49. 6:15 on the clock. Not even halfway through this fourth and final quarter as Hazard tries to drive inside the lane. She's cut off. She'll go topside now to Maldonado. Shot clock down to 11. Maldonado for the Lady Argos. Holds it up right side, looks for the screen by Teskey. Sets up for three, no, steps in for the two. Kicks it to Pipperton, open for a three-pointer, but there's Molly Schmitz with an offensive board. Gets a fresh 20. She'll kick it around the horseshoe now, top, as Maldonado gets herself free. Schmitz with the ball on front court to Teskey as they work a give and go. Off a screen, shot clock down to 5. Hazard breaks toward the hoop, and we've got a whistle and a foul with 2 seconds on the shot clock. That's going to be the second team foul against the Lady Blue Hawks here in the fourth quarter. And it could go against Larson, and it is. Actually, Larson just picked up her second personal as Wallace will come out. And now back in the ball game is Kylie Verplogen for the Lady Blue Hawks. Pipperton gets the inbound, and Pipperton steps on the baseline out of bounds. So a turnover against Providence. 5:27 remaining here in the ball game. 20-point difference. Lady Argos have led by as much as 28, but have been down twice by as much as 1. Here comes a crossover move now by Larson. She'll give it up to Hafer. Hafer's back in the ball game. She's got a three-pointer. Instead, it's going to be blocked that time by Maldonado. Maldonado comes up with a bit of a steal, and she is tripped and fouled on the far side. That's team foul number 3 as Dosch quickly comes up off the bench for Dickinson State. Off the third personal foul on Peterson. Larson, though, will come out. That's that Gatorade Glacier Freeze Zero hiccup, by the way, in case you're wondering what just happened. That was not electronic. Let's hope they don't become consistent as Harn, the three-pointer, bingo! Second three for the freshman phenom out of Olympia, Washington. What a recruit, by the way. Hats off to the recruiter who got her to commit to the University of Providence. What an incredible asset to the Lady Argos, who lead at 72-49 with 4:37 remaining. Hafer with 8 on the clock. Shots up, three-pointer, bingo. Hafer's second three as well. So her and Harn are going head-to-head Hafer is a 5'7" junior out of Rapid City. Schmitz with the ball, feed left side to Harn. Now top side to Schmitz, she'll break toward the hoop and kick it out front court. Right side wing to Hazard, three-pointer bingo! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 threes for the Lady Argos alone. That's compared to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for Dickinson State. Shots on the goal, but no good. Molly Schmitz gets the defensive board. Pemberton down court for the Lady Argos, and she runs right smack into Verplogen, and Verplogen didn't give, but she did pick up a personal foul. That, I believe, is number 2 on 25. So Kennedy Cartwright will come in for Molly Schmitz on the substitution. At the free throw line is Pemberton. Pemberton has yet to score, the 5'5" junior out of Belt. She's got a couple to do so, and she'll score on the first attempt. She's 1 for 1. Clock is at the sequence, 3-4-5 here in the fourth. Lady Argos trying to extend that 24-point lead to 25, and they do so. Pemberton goes 2 for 2. 77-52 your score. Providence leading Dickinson State. Oh, and it's stolen away by Karn. I should say Harn. Harn gives it up to Pemberton. She races all the way down to draw a foul, and she'll be at the free throw line. So Natalie Hafer just picked up whistle number 1, team foul number 5 this quarter. At the free throw line will be Kirsten Pemberton. As coming in off the bench, deep of the bench is Cameron Cody. Check that Cameron Caddy. Check that again, Katie. Cameron Katie will come in as Pemberton scores her third free throw in a row, but this is the second time. It's off the first personal foul against Hafer. Second one doesn't fall. So Pemberton goes 1 for 2, but UP gets the defense, or I should say the offensive rebound. Out in front court is Hazard. Hazard called for traveling as she knocked down a 3 her last possession. That time her first turnover here in the second half. As we're under 3.5 remaining here in this ball game. Dickinson State, no pressure as they come across the 10-second line in mid-court. They go from Sheridan to Peterson. Peterson puts it on the hardwood, dribbles inside the lane. She's caught up against a 2-3 zone defense, but you wouldn't take the shot. Instead, Dickinson tries to force it. Was Lusa Pop. And already taking the shot at this end was Hazard. That's Luisa Pop. Incidentally, is a 5'9" junior out of Germany, Heidelberg, Germany. And Dickinson State now will throw it away. Lady Argos leading at 78-52 with under 2:50 remaining. Coming out of the ball game will be Sheridan. And now making her first appearance is Shelby Wardell. Shelby Wardell out of Lovell, Wyoming. She attended Northwest College, which incidentally is in Powell, Wyoming, not that far away. A three-pointer bingo by Pemberton. All of a sudden now the University of Providence has opened up a 29-point lead, up 81-52 as the Lady Blue Jays have gone cold. Shots up, not making that time by Peterson, and down court is Harn. Harn gives it up to Parker. Parker is inside the lane. She's going to kick it back out to Harn for a three-pointer, but it goes nowhere. Rebound to Hafer. She tries to run it down, but can't. Nonetheless, it was out of bounds on Providence. So as Providence leads it by 29, 81-52. Dickinson State with the ball. Here comes a Hafer three-pointer. That time doesn't find the mark. Rebound fought for. Rebound by Katie. Katie's going to give off to Hazard, but Hazard will double dribble in a turnover and double triple. Sam Holman is now in the ball game, the 5'7" junior out of Helena. Holman's out there on the floor, as well as Brittany White, the junior out of Kirkland, Washington. Dickinson State with the ball, down by 29, 1:37 on the clock. Final minutes of play in this opening of the round robin. Larson breaks toward the hoop, gives to Peterson. Peterson off the glass, it won't fall. Rebound goes to Hazard. Hazard to Harn. UP with the ball. Down court, there's Holman. So Hazard to Harn to Holman. A Triple H with a shot on the way, but not there. Rebound to Hafer. So we went from Harn, Holman, Hazard to Hafer. And now to Larson. Peterson, deep in the corner now for Dickinson State. Under a minute left to play. Shot clock down to 15. Lady Blue Jays have it down 81-52. They're going to go to Hafer. Hafer for another three-pointer, but it's off the front of the rim, not there. Rebound Dickinson State with a fresh 20. They go right back out to Hafer. And now to Verplogen. Her shot is off the mark. It won't fall. And a crash and a boom. And a whistle and a foul as teams are colliding for the loose ball, trying to get that defensive and offensive miss. And we're going to walk the length of the court as Providence is in the bonus situation here in the fourth quarter, leading at 81-52 with 39.7 seconds remaining. That's the fourth personal on Peterson. Peterson picks up number 4 for Dickinson State. Free throw line is Katie. And it's good. Up and in by the 5'11" sophomore out of Lewiston, Idaho. Not Lewistown, Idaho. That's Lewistown, Montana. Lewiston, Idaho. Goes 2 for 2, the 5'11" sophomore. And Providence is now up by 31. 83-52, their biggest lead of the ball game. Under 30 left to play. Inside the lane as they try to go to Pop. Pop won't take the shot. Instead, she's going to feed Peterson. Back to Pop. Takes one step off the glass, and she'll be at the free throw line. Pop from Heidelberg, Germany. Went to Wilston, not Williston. Wilston State College and transferred here. I should say transferred to Dickinson State. And she scores her first point of the ball game. Shot clock turned off, 21.6 remaining, and she can't get them both. Got one, though. 30-point difference, 16 seconds remain. And Hazard, she'll hit the timeline with 12. She'll give it up now to Holman. Holman hands off to Harn for the final 7. No pressure to shoot, so she'll just hold it and the dribble out in front court. Final second on the clock. And the Lady Argos have put 2 wins together after a 3-game losing streak. And they win this one against Dickinson State, 83 to, I should say 83 to 53 to open up the round robin tournament here at the McLaughlin Center. We're going to take a break. When we come back, it'll be the Benefice Health System postgame show when we return to McLaughlin Center after this timeout.
You've been working all day and you're meeting friends. Take it to the max.
The Max Sports Bar and Casino is the place to be for happy hour from 4 to 7 every night of the week. 4 to 7? Now that's a happy hour you can take advantage of with multiple drink and appetizer specials, or test your luck on any of their gaming machines. Enjoy happy hour from 4 to 7 or watch your favorite sporting event. All this and more at the home of the 45-cent wings, only at the Max Sports Bar and Casino up inside the Heritage Inn.
Take it to the max.
Great Falls College MSU, where it all begins. Do you enjoy working with your hands and seeing a project come together? Trades programs like welding and fabrication and industrial technician give you the hands-on education needed to begin a strong, rewarding career in the trades industry. This is your future, your trades career. Great Falls College MSU, where it all begins. To learn more, visit gfcmsu.edu or call 268-3700.
You've just opened your brand new business. How are you planning to get noticed? Double G Engraving can help. Order a custom designed banner announcing your grand opening. Get eye-catching business cards. Help your new customers remember your business with a koozie, a mug, or even a golf ball with your logo on it. Double G Engraving can do it all. Stop in at 612 2nd Street South to check out all the promotional items Double G Engraving has to offer.
Welcome back, everyone, to the McLaughlin Center here on the campus of the University of Providence. It's the Benefis Health System postgame show here on 102.7 KINX. We're being joined by the floor general, Emily Maldonado, the junior out of Sunnyside, Washington. Had a very impressive ball game when it comes to assists. Scored about 6.7 points in this ball game, but you did it all. Congratulations on the big victory.
Thank you.
You bet. Now you had everything. I like to call it the Yahtzee because you had 2 1s, 1 2, and 1 3. How do you feel about that?
It was good. I think we played well. We came out strong with the team, and it was just a good win for us.
Yeah, that's 2 wins in a row now after a 3-game losing streak. So you snap that, you've got things rolling along. How are you doing it? How are you getting things together and winning by 30?
We're just coming together as a team. We knew that 3-game losing streak was just a little tough for us, and we thought, hey, we need to come as a unit and come together, and that's what we've been doing. Practices have been good, and all of us have just been working hard, and it's paying off. It's paying off, and we're hoping that it keeps getting better.
Seems like you're quite balanced on the offensive attack. A lot of threes, I believe 9 of those. You had one of those 9, but you also went inside. I think she had 18 points tonight, and that was Parker Ezra.
Yeah, yes, our core out there is just dominant on all the bench and everybody included, We're just dominant all around. We have shooters, we have knockdown shooters, we got Jenna, we got Kennedy out in the arc, we got me out there waiting for just creating for the team, and then we have Bailey and Parker on the inside, and those two can just score when they want to, and they got a post on their back, and we've been telling them that we're going to get them the ball because they're a key to our winning.
Now, I notice you're not intimidated by the big ladies down low. You've been going inside the paint from the top side, and you've gone baseline, and you're getting hammered down there.
Yeah, I like to attack. I like to create for my teammates. I love finding the posts on the bottom. They know where to move, and I'll find them. So that's one of the key things to do when I kind of create on the inside and then also shoot on the outside. So it's nice to work on both sides, and just keep working.
How do you feel about your transition, the fast break? Is it where you want to be in this time of the season, or can you improve on that?
We're working on that. We think that we can do a lot better on the transition core. I think we can run the floor. We got posts that can run. We got wings that can score if we get the inside-outside game going. So I think just keep improving on that. We've gotten better slowly, but I think we're just going to keep working because we know that that's a key to winning for us. And I think once we get that established and then start having our set plays, we'll just be good to go and just keep going.
All right, you're going to go again tomorrow at noon. How do you feel about these noontime tip-offs?
It's different. It was funny. This morning we had a physics test in the morning, and then I came from class and went straight to the gym. So it's been different. Woke up, I'm like, okay, well, get some breakfast and head to the court. So it's different, but it's nice to have them out of the way and get to watch some basketball and some more competition going up next.
Now you're coming back tonight, I would imagine, to watch and root for the boys,
right.
The men, right?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yep, we are. We're all out here, and then actually Jenna has an event at halftime, so we're all going to be helping her with one of her events with the Special Olympics. So we're excited to be here and root for the men and also help her out.
All right, well, we'll see you tomorrow afternoon when you take on Northwest University out of Washington, okay?
All righty, thank you.
You got it. Congratulations on the big win. Emily Maldonado, the junior out of Sunnyside, Washington. And now we're going to speak, by the way, with head coach Bill Hilmeberg, who spoke earlier when it comes to our pregame show regarding how it seemed like Dickinson State were 3-point technicians, and I think you outgunned them by 1, Coach.
Yeah. Really disappointed with how we defended in that second half. I thought in the first half we did exactly our game plan. They got 1-3 in transition. We held them to 1 of 14 shooting from the 3-point line. Second half we came out a little lackadaisical. I didn't think we did a good job defending the 3-point line, and they go 7 of 14 from the 3-point line in the second half. So we got some things we still got to clean up. We got to play 40 minutes, and it starts with making sure we come out prepared in the second half.
Well, it looks like you got close to 30 in the first half, and then you exceeded the 30-point lead in the second half. So obviously you got something going even though you slowed down.
Yeah, just a lot of still think 21 turnovers is way too many. I thought we were sloppy with the ball. I didn't like our execution on that stuff. So things we put a point of emphasis on this week, and then we don't come out and do them. So we got some stuff we still got to clean up. But the good news is we got another chance to clean it up tomorrow, and we'll do our best to do that.
Yeah, and you obviously take on Northwest University out of Washington. How do you feel about that ball club?
They're a good team. Dara Wirtis-Vining, my former player, is their assistant, and she's here in the house tonight. Dara was a great player for us here at UP and does a great job over there. Ken Crawford's the head coach and was nice enough to give Dara a job, and I think Dara's doing a good job at helping him. He's a great coach, and they're a good squad. It's going to be a battle tomorrow.
All right, well, I know you take a look at the stats, and you're going to study that for the rest of the day. Are you coming back tonight then for the men's?
Yep, we'll be back for the men's, and Jenna has an event at the halftime of the men's game, which we're pretty excited about with the Special Olympics, so we invite people to come over and see that event. Our girls will be playing with the Special Olympians at halftime of the men's game, and I know Jenna Ranch is doing a great job with that project. I'm excited to see how that comes out for her tonight.
All right, and looking forward to it this evening, as well as back here at noon tomorrow for a tip-off on Saturday.
Yep. Perfect.
Thank you so much, head coach Bill Himmelberg, and again, congratulations on the big victory.
Thank you.
You got it. As the Lady Argos win 2 in a row now, and this time by 30, 83-53. We'll continue and then wrap it up when it comes to the Benefis Health System postgame show. Back after this timeout.
McDonald's in Great Falls has 3 locations to serve you, and now with the newest McDonald's on the west side, it is a perfect location to keep you fed while attending your favorite sporting event. If breakfast is what you want, you can get it anytime, day or night at McDonald's. Looking for a job? Stop at